Dun, dun, dun. Hello, sports fans. Rebecca Cavell Gaming. Well, the patch just hit, and Blizzard have done a cracking job on getting the EU servers up. There was a bit of a delay, I think about 6 hours. Quite a lot of people were frustrated, but this shows how little I understand about computers when you can install the same piece of software and hardware in the US and it'll work fine, and then you stick it in the EU and it's having none of it. So they got it all fixed out eventually, but now that means that we are playing to win. I have just had the most tedious 40 minutes doing all the tutorials and unlocking all the classes again. It was a lot of fun to do the first time round, and you will enjoy it. The tutorial's great, but once you've seen it all once, you really don't want to do it again. So I decided not to record that. No one wanted to listen to 40 minutes of me being really frustrated. But we do get a free go in the arena, of course, once you complete all the tutorials. So let's go ahead and have our free go. So we've got Mage, Warrior and Hunter. Lots of people love Mage. They think it's the strongest class. I personally am not a fan of playing Mage, so I am going to play some Warrior because I believe it's had a couple of little perks to it. You're going to have to bear with me because obviously with some of the power and toughnesses being changed on some of the cards, and of course the cards doing different things, might just take me a couple of hours just to get used to some of those.
Victory or death!
Now, pick a card.
Oh, we still got the tutorial in the bottom corner. So let's go with Warrior. This one's really easy. Argent Commander, amazing pick. Really beats people up. The Arcane Golem, as you saw in my Warlock video, you know, just before the patch, is fine in those kind of decks. Ancient Mage isn't a terrible option for Warrior because all of a sudden, if you follow it up with a Cleave, that Cleave does 4 damage to 2 targets instead of 2 damage to 2 targets. So, you know, there are a lot of spots. But the Argent Commander is just a really solid 6 mana, get rid of 2 of your guys for 1 of my guys type of card. Well, I like Leponome, I like 1-drops. Cleave is also a solid pick here. Not a fan of Shield Block, because it doesn't really do anything. It's basically gain 5 life, draw a card. So the choice is between the Leponome and the Cleave. I think we go with the Cleave to start with. We don't want too many Cleaves. Couple of, well, 3 thoroughly average picks here, really. The Armor Smith is quite a defensive card, so, you know, you can get like the equivalent of maybe 5 life out of it if you're lucky. And it's just basically better than both the Angry Chicken and the Mana Addict here, so. Wow, 3 just mwah! Quality picks here to choose from. I love all of these cards. However, we gotta take the silence. You know, I so want all 3 of these cards, but the Spellbreaker, just a solid guy that you just have to pick over the other 2 here. Rampage isn't a bad option here. It's like a mini Blessing of Kings and a lot cheaper, and when used correctly I think you can get a lot of use out of it, so we're going to take a Rampage. Well, Fairy Dragon it is. And there we see one of the first changes. Dalaran Mage now a 1/4 instead of a 2/4. I think a Silverhand Knight is probably a solid pick here. Now, Whirlwind, you can do some cheeky things with it, especially if you manage to pick up some Enrage abilities, but we don't have one of those. However, South Sea Deckhand, I think it's a solid enough 1-drop to go for there. So the question is, Silverback Patriarch or Spiteful Smith? Looks like being the Spiteful Smith here. Fingers crossed we get some weapons. Well, Doomsayer is useless. South Sea Captain, it's just 3 for a 3/3. I mean, sure, you know, we've got like AN other pirates, but he's not going to live long. So, it's the Sea Giants. Wow, this is a heavy draft so far. I think it's got to be the Black Knight, really. Like, just card advantage here, and it comes in affordably. And this is turning out to be like quite an expensive deck here, so we have to take the taunts. Because it looks like we're going to be getting beaten up a fair amount in the early game. So, Boltmaster, I think. But we definitely need to pick up some cheap stuff very soon. It's got to be the Execute, simply because the Wind Fury Harpies already are not expensive, and the Oracle doesn't do anything. So the Execute's not great, but... Voodoo Doctor isn't a bad option here. We need some 3-drops though. Let's flesh out these 3-drops. Well, we've got a cleave. We might pick up another cleave. Let's go ahead and take the mage. Well, I'm assuming we're going to get a weapon at some point. We're halfway through, haven't got one yet. But the Bloodsail Raider, definitely the card to go for there. And hurrah! A weapon. Always take weapons when they're offered. Wow! How'd you pick between these? Wow. Brawl is an amazing card. Blood Knight is also a super solid pick. It's got to be Gore Howl though, hasn't it? I think it has to be. So what we're looking to do now is survive. Survive until we get to our expensive stuff. So it's got to be cheap stuff all the way from this point on. Arathi Weaponsmith is fine. It's another weapon. And another Bloodsail Raider. Why not? Again, we got to go with the taunts here. It's a little bit more expensive. And that again is a removal there with the Heroic Strike. Scarlet Crusader probably getting picked here, so we've got a bunch of 2-drops here, not many 3-drops. Inner Rage. Nothing really with Enrage here. Rampage isn't as good in an expensive deck. But, you know, Charge isn't much good either, so it is looking like being the Inner Rage. Unless we want to use the... Sorry, it is looking like the Rampage. Unless we want to use the Inner Rage like a removal spell, it's basically the same as Moonfire 0 for 1 damage. You could play it after a Dalaran Mage to do 2 damage. That's a tough one. Yeah, we're going to go with the Rampage. Well, here we do take the Leperno. And Raging Worgen, like, just... it's what I call an enabler. It makes the rest of your deck so much better because of the Enrage ability. Because you have lots of stuff that just does sort of 1 damage to minions and things like that. It's looking like being another Execute, to be honest. We could take a shield block if we're looking to survive until the late cards here. Yeah, I don't particularly want either of these 2 cards too much. I just happen to like Young Priestess. So, you know what? I'm just going to take Young Priestess. Oh! Bizarre music is playing. Not heard that before. I hope this isn't going on every time we play now. I'll be turning it off very quickly. In fact, you know what? I'm turning this shit off right now. That is very, very annoying. Oh! Okay. It's decided to put me in a game even though I clicked cancel.
Victory or death!
Thanks a lot for that, Hearthstone. You're lucky I didn't go off for a cup of tea then. Let's lock these back.
Greetings, traveler.
Almost said well played to him there.
Greetings.
Well, this is a great opening hand here. We really get to just come out of the blocks flying, so to speak. That's great. He wastes his next turn. Interesting. Like, we could play the Dalaran Mage out here just to get the cleave like up and running and try and save the Raider for when we get a weapon, but I actually much prefer coining next turn, getting the Cult Master out and maybe trading some creatures off. He's got quite a slow start here, so we're just going to carry on curving out. Multi-shot. Okay. Fen Creeper might be the option here, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We want to save this Cult Master for when we actually get some value out of it. There's a chance he might make something like a Hump Master here. So we do get some value at this point now. And this is looking pretty good, to be honest, here. I'm feeling good. I'll have a card, thank you very much. So again, we've got a bunch of options here. We can Heroic Strike to take the 3/5 out. It'll be finished off by something else. Or we could just go ahead, play the Arcanite Reaper, kill it, and beat him up. We could just beat him up to his face, but that seems a much better option.
I am not a morning person.
So Cleave does 2 damage, so let's make it 3.
Master of magics.
Very nice. pretty good. I quite like Warrior. We are level 2! I have a pack. Oh, we're going to get lots of pop-ups now from all these rewards we're getting. Okay. 1 win. 8. Oh god, that music. The music's back on. I mean, I'm pretty certain I turned this music off. The music volume is off and it's still playing. This game. Why'd you do this? Go away! I don't want to listen to you. What is this? This is a disgrace. Stop it. Apparently it's not music, because if it was music, it wouldn't be playing, due to me turning the music off. So I must be imagining it, and I guess all of you are imagining it as well.
With honor. Victory or death!
Oof. Wow, I really would like some minions. Oh, it's so sad to throw Gorehowl away here, but it has to be done. Has to be done. Ugh! You're punishing me. You are punishing me. At least we have a guy on turn 2. Oh, what's he doing?
Well met.
What's he doing? Oh, and now we get the 1 drop. Oh, of course.
X marks the spot.
Where were you last turn, Leponome? I could have been beating him up.
Reporting for duty.
So obviously we're just trying to power this sea giant out by letting his minions live. Might see a Blessing of Kings here.
Silver Moon
Oh, okay.
shall not fall.
Cleave looks like being the order of business.
What now?
A little bit of an expensive use of a card there, but he's just going to be making 1/1, so.
I'll put it on your tab.
Wow, Rampage. Never thought about that with Injured Blade Master. That's pretty sick. In fact, that's super sick. That's also awesome.
Your turn to bleed!
Consecrate still cleans us up, but can't be helped really. I really hope he doesn't consecrate so I can get this sea giant out as well. He might do like a Blessing of Kings or something. Just to kill my 7/6 and keep his guy alive. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. He's in a world of pain.
That was a mistake.
Yes. Because I keep the health, of course. And that's going to cost him so much. He should take out my 2/3 here, probably.
Let me think.
But I think he's dead now. And he knows it.
Reporting for duty.
Armor made to fit.
I'm just going to beat him up here. I've got an 8-8 he needs to deal with. It's an awful lot. He's basically on 2 life because of the leper gnome at this point. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. And you know it. So pretty fast start for me, and he's still got 6 cards in his hand, you know. You got to avoid these slow decks where you just got expensive cards because they do tons. You got to throw them away because people are just going to kill you. You're on 2. you know you're dead, so I don't know why you're still playing.
Well played. The victory.
My thanks.
So nice win. Onwards and upwards to level 3. 57 levels to go. Oh god, that music. Just kill me now. Why did they think this was a good addition? It's not a good addition. Stay calm, Ribbo, stay calm.
Garrosh versus
Another hunter! It's another hunter!
Victory or
We're going to keep the weaponsmith. We're going to throw back the fen creeper. We're going to keep the cleave as well, because some hunters are pretty fast, you know, and come out flying. Oh, and I've got a coin. I'm going second. I think we have to pass here. We could make the raider turn 1, but then we're not really doing much on turn 2, to be honest. I'd much rather play the raider out turn 2.
It's time for a little blow.
Okay, maybe I'm going to playing the raider out now. Because he's just going to enrage his berserker from doing that. So he needs a deadly shot at this point.
Don't mess with Tusker.
Looks like being a little bit of a 2-for-1 here. I think cleave is the option at this point.
Join or die.
And then we throw the weapon out next turn, and the Bloodsail Raider the turn after.
Try this.
I'm a big fan
We
of
must
Chillwind
cleanse
Jetty.
the Sunwell.
Well, we're taking a bit of damage at this point. Spellbreaker, maybe? The Yeti's still going to have 3 on the ass, unfortunately.
What now?
Maybe we just go ahead, make the knight, take a couple of turns of beats off these things, and deal with it all next turn.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Since we have a replacement weapon, we might as well get a bit of use out of this one.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
He sure likes his Shattered Sun clerics. Not gonna lie to you.
What now?
Is there a better way of doing this? I don't think there is. We're just going to have to suck up a bit of damage here. And get a couple of his guys off the board. Pretty certain his 3-1 will be attacking my 4-3 at this point. There's going to be a lot of pain coming my way.
X marks the spot.
I did this again to hopefully make his 3-1 attack my 7-3.
Join or die, or both.
Just trying to prevent as much damage to me as possible. Oh god. What is this? Bug still in the game. This is turning into quite a painful little situation for me. It's a problem with always going second in these games. There's not a whole lot we can do with all these bad cards.
Your magic shall not save you.
Again, it's looking like just sucking it up. Double Rampage isn't really the draw we wanted here from our top 12 cards. It's going to be very, very difficult to turn this game around.
The Frostwolves stand ready.
That's pretty much game. Yeah, that's not doing anything. Definitely no other way of playing that game there. Oh god, no! Go away, music! I do have a mute button on my speakers, so I'm going to do that, so you're still going to be listening to it from your end. Well, at least now it is peaceful and serene for me, at least. So calm, so relaxed. Now I can turn the speakers back on.
Garrosh versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one.
Wow.
Death!
Expensive cards. Right. Let us proceed. Oh, turn one coin. Desperate for a 3-2, so he can have his 3-2.
X marks the spot.
And he has another 3-2.
I am master of magic.
Let's see if he finishes my guy off with a swipe. He does. Well, a swipe from his shape-shifted form.
Try that.
But we've got his initial flurry out of the way. Okay. Have your wrath.
Armor made to crusade.
Argent Commander next turn will be a huge beating. Interesting to see whether he would use a swipe in this situation. No, obviously not. However, I think an execute's probably a fine option on a 2-7.
Strike.
Job done.
What have we got? Okay, I would have silenced the 3-1 maybe there.
Silver Moon shall not fall.
1-4 isn't really anything amazing. Now we could go to the face here. We could.
What now?
Or we could take out his 2-1. We could silence the 3-3, kill it off with our guy, beat him up. Or we could just rage at him for this turn.
To Northrend! Victory or death!
Join or die.
That felt pretty good. It's always difficult to say what the exact, best play is in any option, but I feel I've got to be pretty aggressive here. I've got a lot of damage on the board already. And Druid's had a little bit of a nerf to it, so it's not as game breaking as it used to be. That's fine, you rat. It's fine. He's really in a tough spot, and you know, this is pretty standard going second, and a lot of people do sort of waste their coins on turn 1. You know, getting a 3-2 out. Like, it'd be much better if he'd picked up a couple of 1 mana guys, you know, and just played a 2-1 out instead. Because, I mean, I on turn 2
Waits for no one.
made a 2-3, so it wasn't like it was putting that much more pressure on him back.
Mind if I roll me?
Okay, that's a bit crap. Yeesh. Wow. So if I attack him, I do 7 and it's destroyed instantly, but if I attack a minion... then it loses 1 power.
What
I think we just
now?
put the Reaper out.
Victory or death!
Strike!
So he's dead on board next turn, and I've got a silence if he puts the taunt out. And if he survives, we can put the Gore Howl out the turn after. That's fine. How lucky! South Sea Deckhand, I love you so much. If there's ever a card I wanted to draw in that situation, who would have thought it would have been a 1 mana 2-1? Beautiful, beautiful. That's what the game's about. Who needs skill when you can just draw the card you need when you need it? So, 3 and 1. Oh, man, where's that mute button? There it is. Hope you're enjoying it at home. I certainly am not. In fact, I'm not going to say anything until the next round starts, just so you can listen to that awful music some more and hopefully complain to Blizzard. Unfortunately, it wasn't not nearly a long enough wait.
Garrosh versus Malfurion!
What kind of name is
I must
Rincops?
protect the wild.
Were all the good names taken when he chose his? Rampage with Armorsmith works quite well, so let's keep it. By works well, I mean Armorsmith's got a high toughness, so there's a good chance he'll survive a turn for me to stick a Rampage on. Oh, I've got the hiccups, oh man, that's bad. Is there any reason to hold back on the Raider?
X marks the spot.
The answer is no, there's no reason. Coin, power something out. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Works for me.
Thailand.
Well, I was going to play this Raging Worgen, but the Worgen will trade with his guy, so
For the crusade.
let's play the Scarlet Crusader out instead, which threatens to 2-for-1 him.
You shall not.
Wow, really? Why would you
Hope
play
like
such
my
a card?
invention.
Why? Why would you? What are you doing? Oh boy.
Join or die.
Thailand love.
Worgen this turn, still going to be trading, so
Honor Made to fit.
I want to really give my Worgen a chance to enrage here. We can always execute the 4-2 if he attacks the 1-4, which I think he should. Yep, go ahead and take them both out.
Silvermoon shall not.
Awkward.
A natural mistake.
Did he play the wrong card out there? Pretty certain he won't give me the opportunity to enrage my Worgen here. Claw as well. Okay, just gonna take it out the hard way. By using your entire turn on the card.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
I always like to use the Argent Commander as a sort of a surprise. So, you know, wait for them to put something out there. Good old Sea Giants. Sure he'll be making an 8/8 tree very shortly. Really wouldn't surprise me at all.
Where shall I strike?
Solid enough choice. Really, any point to playing a Fen Creeper? Well, we could play the Fen Creeper and hope that it survives the turn here. But the Sea Giant's just too meaty. You know, how can we not play this Sea Giant out? Maybe he has a swipe to finish it off. With all those 6 cards in his hand. See how I corrected myself there? Because I can count. Thanks for the Starfire. Wow, you best hope he still has a direct damage spell left. I'm sure he does. Every druid has them, especially when they've got that many cards in his hand. Why wouldn't he have one? Really? Is that all you have? Really?
Mind if I roll knee?
This is awkward. No other way around it, so...
Vaporization commencing!
I'm going to save the rampage for next turn. In case he's got silence effects and stuff like that. No real reason to let him on to what we're doing here. I'm going to take Hogger out this turn.
Vaporization commencing!
So, you know, even though he's got 4 cards in his hand, he's... there we go, I was about to say, these Ironbark Protectors are in there somewhere. The Druids always have them. So we're definitely throwing the 4-1 at him there. He gets a 3-for-1 us here, which sucks. But, you know, that's what happens when you have 8/8s for 8. With Taunt, and you don't have a silence ready for it. And we struggling to get our weapons out here.
They are bend to my command.
We have to attack him, obviously, because the 3-2 will take out the 4-3 otherwise. I'm not quite sure what he's waiting on here. Okay, you play your wild growth. There we go. I was just trying to work out what he was doing here. Well, Spellbreaker, you're a lot of use now, aren't you?
Your magic shall not save me.
Where were you a couple of turns ago when I could have won the game by silencing him? So he should tap my 4-3 obviously with the 2-1.
Put this apple on your head.
Finish it off. Surprising how long he takes to have his turns here.
Try this.
Beat me up. What are you waiting for? Come on, I have no cards in hand. I'm on 24, just attack me. It's pretty funny when people are this slow, isn't it? Are you done being slow? Wow! So he won me the game last time, he loses me the game this time. The good old South Sea deckhand there. So, solid Druid deck. Nothing else to say on the matter really there.
One more loss and you're out.
Yep, thanks for that annoying dwarf. And the music starts up here. Maybe losing is probably the best thing with this music, because this is unbearable. I mean, how did they decide that putting music in a game that you can't turn off was a good thing?
Garrosh versus Anduin.
So priests have had a little bit of a buff. Let's see how much of a buff indeed. A very slow start from us. A really slow start from us.
I smell blood.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Can't have you last turn so I can give myself 2 armor this turn. No. That would be asking too much. Okay. Not quite sure what he's doing there. What a waste of a Shadow Word Pain. Why would you do such a thing? That was really, really bad. He should have killed my guy with his guy. I mean, he can heal his guy up afterwards at some point in the future. Wow, really? What are you doing? I really have no idea what this guy is
Do you need a dancing?
Well, now he has to take out the 4-1. You know, he doesn't have a choice there. It doesn't leave him a whole lot to do on the rest of the turn. Indeed. So I feel let's draw some cards.
Join or die.
More training?
Job's done.
And just keep the pressure on him to play defensively the whole time here.
Death again.
3 mana. Wow, nothing with the rest of his 3 mana. That is super harsh for him.
They are banned to my command.
He's falling behind here. Like, even though he's got 6 cards in hand, we can all see how much he's struggling now.
For the crusade! Try this.
Now if he plays anything weak, my Spitesall Smith will get to enrage. Pretty much like that, to be honest. Though I think the Spellbreaker is probably the play here, and just beat him up.
Your magic shall not save you.
Join or die.
Ruptar Ogre!
I am master of magics.
All yours! What are you doing? I thought I had a slow start, he had an even slower start. But, you know, when you go first you have such a big advantage. Anyone who says the coin, you know, is overpowered, it's just a stone cold liar. Yes, I've bested you. So we need a few more wins here. Oh, I just can't bring myself to turn this sound off. Let me tell you, in a few weeks, bricks are going to get hurled through monitors, you know, up and down the country. They have to listen to that anymore.
Victory or death!
Yeah, Execute's one of my weakest cards, that's for certain. Would have really liked a Fiery War Axe in this deck. No such luck. Okay. Not quite sure why you'd want to silence that. Seems a little bit of a waste, really. You know, surely there has to be better things to be doing there. A few interesting plays next turn.
Die, landlubber!
We've got the Injured Blade Master Rampage, well, you know, combo, I suppose you have to call it.
Tazdingo! Yeah.
However, that kind of stops that for a turn.
Armor made to fit.
If he doesn't kill the Armor Smith, well, which he is going to. Again, I'm not sure it's a huge threat to him there. Now we're just going to take the 3/5 out with the Arcanite Reaper. So we can get on with actually doing things in this game.
To Northrend!
Of course. Tough little turn, this one. Tough little turn indeed.
What now?
For the crusade!
Take out the 2/1, really? I could do that. I think it has to wait though. Thanks. I'll take that. Look at me on 14 already.
I wonder.
Well, not particularly happy with anything this turn. Oh, that's an improvement.
Join or die.
So at least we have a guy out on the board, and we're not getting our heads beaten in.
Handle it!
Just yet, anyway. Still plenty of time for that. Ooh, favours from the top of the deck there.
To Northrend!
Victory or
Do you need a blessing? Who's next?
He's probably got a mind control there, is all I'm imagining. You know, which is fine.
I smell blood.
I guess not. I guess we take out the 6/6 and draw a couple of cards.
Victory or death!
More training?
Looking a lot better now than it was a couple of turns ago, I'm not going to lie to you. It was looking a bit ropey. Still waiting for this mind control. I guess a lot of people had heard Priest had been buffed in the patch, so they're playing Priest. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I'll have another card. This game is getting beyond him. He has to attack me. I mean, what's the point in attacking one of my creatures unless he can do something? Not even attacking at all! Wow! That's really bad. Maybe he just doesn't want it out of stealth, I guess.
Your turn to bleed!
Seems fine. I'll have another card.
You call that a weapon?
Yeah, you're pretty much dead now, aren't you? Well, it was looking a bit ropey for a while, but we pulled it through. Not sure how we could lose from a situation like this now. He can prove me wrong. Mind Vision. Why would you play such a card? Why would you do it? So he's drawn the Black Knight, surely. Or, you know, maybe a Spellbreaker or something, but...
Vaporization commencing! Who's next?
Beat him up for 10? Nah. True enough, there is the mind control. Too little too late for him, unfortunately. Not going to help you.
X marks the spot!
Unfortunately, he took control of a creature that couldn't attack that turn. So, that was the end for him. We'll take the win though, 5 and 2. Another couple of wins will do us just right. You can right-click your opponent to squelch his emotes, but you can't squelch the music you have to listen to while you wait.
versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
Oh,
Victory or death!
oh. You can all go away. You know, I was struggling for 3 drops during the draft. Hooray! Finally drawn a 1-mana dork on turn 1. I feel so much happier. Because very often when you do this, it forces them to use... Well, it doesn't force them, but they do use their coin to get something out for turn 2. And very often the card they coin out will sort of trade with my 2-1. So from this point onwards, we are good to go with our 3 drops.
For the crusade!
I'm going to play this card out first before the Worgen, because it's by playing it out this turn, it's got a good chance of trading 2 for 1 with our opponent, and indeed that's even better if he makes a bow. Wow, why would you attack me? Why indeed would you do such a thing? Maybe he has multi-shot, and that's why.
Master of magic.
So,
Give that meat
because I think he might have a multi-shot, I'm going to play the 1/4 out, rather than throw one of these 2 cards to their deaths. There we go. We're going to power up to a massive Gore Howl here, I think.
Vaporization commencing.
Join or die.
Bend to my command.
And then drop this Bloodsail Raider out, which will be a 9/3. Big beefy tiger. Let us enrage.
Vaporization commencing.
So he has lots of choices now with the 7 cards in his hand and the 6 mana and the 5/5. There's a good chance if he plays this turn wrong that he's dead.
Handle it!
This game, I mean, come on. One short. That's what I was laughing about. It's like, yep, Dad sucks.
Vaporization commencing.
Well, he knows this one is over. Unless he can come up with an amazing turn. Weapons are just so overpowered in this game.
I wonder.
I wonder if I should concede. That's what he's thinking. Yeah. Decent enough start, but yeah, he's still dead. You're dead, right?
X marks the spot.
Your turn to bleed! Ruktar Ogre!
Maybe he was hoping I wouldn't realise. Turns out I can add up. And his life total was less than what I could attack for. So 6 and 2. Apparently this is around 50 gold now after they sort of balanced out the gold awards. I've had plenty of 6 and 3 finishes where you get 5 gold. It's always a worthy opponent you play against, and I'm pretty certain some of these guys aren't worthy. You are not worthy. Wow, great opening hand. Going first, this is an absolute keep. This is prime beef all the way. Please waste your coin turn 1, please waste your coin turn 1. Do it. Waste that coin. Unless it's a fiery war axe. Please don't play a fiery war axe. That would make me very sad.
I wonder...
Yay!
Mind if I roll knee?
That is fine. Happy days. Happy days.
X marks the spot.
So we don't walk into cleave here. We're going to get rid of our 2-1 while we still can. And proceed with the beatings.
Put this apple on your head.
Yep, you are also trading off. Oh, going first is such a bonus. Such a bonus in this game. Wow. Okay. That makes you happy. Okay.
Back to work!
They all bend to my command.
He sure is a fan of his slams. I'll give him that. Well, at some point he needs to start playing minions. And at some point I'd like to draw some weapons. Hooray! Good times, good
Try
times.
this.
Ruktar Ogre!
Suffer.
Yeah, he doesn't like this now.
My blade be thirsty.
Doesn't really help him, to be honest.
Honor made to death.
Ruktar Ogre!
Pretty sure he's played all his whirlwinds and cleaves now. You know, he's just gradually losing board position while very slowly dealing with my guys. And he's got his own gore howl, that's funny stuff. Yep, that's gonna hurt you. That's gonna hurt you a lot. How lucky!
Strike.
The question is whether we pay the Spellbreaker out or we just save it. I think we save it, to be honest. You know, if he plays a taunt, that's our answer there. So you dead?
My blade be thirsty.
Yep, there we go. There's a reason you're not conceding there. So we're just playing to our outs there, or trying to deny him his outs, with holding on to the silence. Because it'd be really bad if you played the silence out and then he made a Fang Creeper. But we're at the magical 7 wins. This is lift music, isn't it? It's like, this is like, you go to BlizzCon, and you're like, oh, I'll just go up a floor. And then this thing comes on in the lift. I mean, how much are you hitting the emergency stop and just saying, get there? Hell, get me the hell out of this lift. This is awful, this is torture.
Victory or death!
So, Mage. Now, the Rampage is a really tough one because a lot of Mage abilities can just take your guys out in one shot. The Heroic Strike we hold on to, you can play that turn 2, that's fine. I think we have to lose the Rampage though. Yeah, this looks good. If he doesn't have a play, we can play the Fairy Dragon out turn 1. Because mages love playing against Fairy Dragons. Oh yes. They could take a risk with the arcane missiles here.
Someone call for the doctor.
Iron Fur Grizzly next turn, Cult Master the turn after. What do you say to that? So we're just putting him on the back foot here. He can certainly take out both of my guys this turn, you know, just needs a Frostbolt, something like that. But if he doesn't have it, it's going to be very awkward. If he makes another guy, we could hopefully play the Cult Master down and attack with the 3-2 to get a card. Wow. He's had enough of that Fairy Dragon. Can't really blame him, to be honest. Another Jungle Panther. What is this? What's going on here with these Jungle Panthers?
X marks the spot.
For the crusade!
Probably got a handful of flame strikes, as every mage always does. Okay. You gonna do something? You're just gonna stand there. Yep, and nothing to cleave.
Join or die.
I don't really like just playing the Cult Master out here. It's just gonna die a horrible death. Well, there's not really a whole lot we can do, to be honest. Likewise with the Spellbreaker, but I think it's kind of one of those spots where you probably just have to play the Spellbreaker out.
I wonder.
But we're gonna do this. The cleave can get this Kodo down if he makes another guy this turn. I'm assuming he's gonna burn the 2-1 and then maybe attack the 3-1, or double burn then attack the 3-1. Or that.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Your magic shall not save you.
So a bad draw here, really. No weapons at all, which we really, really need against mages.
Put this apple on your head.
Let the pain speak to me.
I feel icky.
So apparently he had lots of cheap cards, he just chose not to play any of them out, which is pretty standard. And you've got a cleave. Hold that cleave going. You're going to play 2 guys at any point? And he goes, no, I'm just going to draw them all like the turn after you've used your cleave. And you know, you definitely can't win them all. This is just one of those games where if you don't draw your best cards, they're going to beat you up. There's nothing really else to it.
I am master of magics.
Surprised he didn't shoot his own guy there. Just to get an extra card. Must be nice to draw good cards. I wonder where they are in my deck. That's not a help. You gonna beat me up? I mean, I really struggle to understand what's there to think about. You know, I'm on 16 life, he has 10 power of guys on the board. I have one guy that's completely irrelevant, and he's just spending 30 seconds. Like, when it's so obvious, you just attack.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Like, how was this hard? How was this hard for you to work out? Stop being so damn slow. So 7-3 for the first game. Happy enough with that. Let's see what the reward is now. Will it be exactly 150 gold? Oh dear, so yeah, 185 gold. So, it's another arena, but when that 5 gold popped out like that, just made me smile a little bit there. I guess you want me to open these packs, but you know what? I'm going to save these packs and do a big old pack opening, because I've got no plans of playing Constructed. until maybe I've done about 15-20 arenas, something like that. So you'll all wait for that, but when I do a big pack opening, I'll make sure to record it all. So now we have to get a class to level 10, get another 50 gold or 100 gold or whatever it is. But that shall possibly be on the next video. So thanks for watching through to the end. I hope everything was to your satisfaction. It wasn't a particularly interesting game, I don't think. I don't think there's a whole lot to learn there, but maybe there will be for next time. So until next time, see you around.